Fall is in full swing, and it's the perfect time to refresh your wardrobe with pieces that feel as good as they look. Luckily, Quince makes it easy to look polished, stay warm, and save big without compromising on quality. To know me is to know I love a cashmere sweater. Let me tell you, the one thing that you need for the fall is a oatmeal cashmere sweater, and nowhere better than Quince because you're going to save so much money. Think 100% Mongolian cashmere from $50. Then add to that washable silk tops and skirts and perfectly tailored denim, and all at prices that feel too good to be true. I got to tell you, I think I'm going to get a wool coat. They look designer level, but cost a fraction of the price. The greatest thing about Quince is they partner directly with ethical top-tier factories, so they cut out the middleman. And by doing so, they can deliver luxury, quality pieces at half of the price of similar brands. It's the kind of wardrobe upgrade that feels smart, stylish, and effortless. So, this is what I want you to do. Keep it classic and cozy this fall with long-lasting staples from Quince. Go to quince.com/Kate Casey for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/Kate Casey to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Kate Casey.
This season, let your shoes do the talking. Designer Shoe Warehouse is packed with fresh styles that speak to your whole vibe without saying a word. From cool sneakers that look good with everything, to easy sandals you'll want to wear on repeat, DSW has you covered. Find a shoe for every you, from the brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, New Balance, and more. Head to your DSW store or visit DSW.com today.
Welcome back for another episode of Reality Life with Kate Casey, and this is your What to Watch episode for September 8th through September 15th. Now, I know a lot of you are listening and you may not have an opportunity to quickly jot down some of the options that I'm going to go through in this list, but don't worry. Go to katecasey.substack.com. That is where these lists live. And guess what? You get access to my archive list. So you may have missed something a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, and you will find something in all different categories: sports, true crime, romance. You name it, I've got it. So make sure you go to katecasey.substack.com to subscribe and also share it with the people in your life. I'm sure that there are countless people that you end up texting with throughout the week. What are you watching? Have you heard anything funny to watch, etc.? You're going to be the star of your friend group if you pass this on and say, here is a great guide each week. Also, make sure that you are getting the bonus episodes, which you can find on Apple Podcast or on Patreon at patreon.com/Kate Casey. And of course, I want to make sure that you're in the Facebook group Reality Life with Kate Casey too, because throughout the week, including the weekend, you're going to find people who are just as fired up as about reality shows, documentaries as you are. And also they're talking about the books they're reading, the podcasts they're listening to, and you will find kindred spirits. So it's called Reality Life with Kate Casey. Just put it in the search button on Facebook. Okay. Oh, lastly, make sure that you check back and look at the episodes last week. I want to make sure that you listen to all of them, especially the 2 episodes about the Unknown Number high school catfish documentary, which I know that you guys are still talking about. The first episode I did with a retired FBI cybersecurity expert. And then the following day, I interviewed the actual attorney that is featured in the documentary. So go back and listen to those. And then, of course, Saturday's episode, I had Ace Fanning come back with me because I went to the bookstore about Christine Brown's book and read it for you guys so that you don't have to. And I go through the whole book with Ace, who's an absolute Sister Wives expert. And you are going to laugh. So make sure you go back and listen to those. All right. First thing I want to tell you is if you are really excited for Love is Blind, I get it. I feel you. I'm excited too. However, no word yet on the next season. What I can tell you is you can watch Love is Blind Brazil or Love is Blind France. They are both available to stream next week, or this week, I should say, on Netflix. So they both air on Wednesday, September 10th. And of course, hopeful participants hoping that they can meet somebody. Now, the Brazil version, it's hopeful participants over the age of 50 meeting in pods. So that's kind of different. And then the French one, French singles meeting, dating, and getting engaged, sight unseen in their quest to find and marry their one true love. I think it's so interesting to see how people in different parts of the world date. Well, also like the way they dress. I like the whole thing. So if you love a romance show, this one is absolutely for you to watch, especially if you're kind of feeling a lull after, Bachelor in Paradise and Love is Blind have kind of Love Island, I should say, has been winding down. Okay. If you love true crime, and again, if you love true crime, I hope that you watched Unknown Number last week. This one is a great show, easy to watch. It's called Cold Justice. It's going to air every Saturday on Oxygen, and it follows Kelly Siegler and her rotating team of seasoned investigators as they travel across the U.S. to revisit unsolved cases. I remember interviewing her a couple years ago and asking her if she faced friction with the local police departments, because I would have assumed they're gigantic egos. It's someone's case. They don't want some big time former attorney coming in. And she said, surprisingly, no. They're so thrilled to have some help with these unsolved cases. So Kelly is a veteran prosecutor. She's known nationwide for her toughness, tenacity, and her skill in the courtroom. If you've ever watched old episodes of Dateline, 48 Hours, all of those shows, you have absolutely seen Kelly. For over 21 years, she fought for justice for Harris County, Texas. Not an easy place either. For the residents and crime victims until she resigned from the district attorney's office in May of 2008. She has prosecuted some of the hardest cases with some of the toughest criminals Harris County has seen, and has done so against the most formidable and respected criminal defense attorneys in the state. She's tried approximately 200 jury trials. She's fantastic in a jury trial, and is not only respected for her ability in the courtroom, but also sought out as a speaker and expert in effective courtroom advocacy. She's masterful. She has lectured all over the country on topics like final arguments, jury presentation, arguing effectively for a death sentence, and how to pick a jury. She has tried over 65 murder cases and secured convictions in all of them. She's a fierce advocate on behalf of crime victims and their families. And she also has the respect of members of law enforcement agencies, not just in Harris County, which again is a tough place, but also nationwide. She's fantastic. I hope she comes back on the show. Again, it's called Cold Justice, and I think that you're really, really going to love it. Now, this one is a doozy, and I think this is another one where you guys are like, oh my God, I watched this, and I was like, what just happened? So this one's called Thirst Trap. It's on Paramount Plus on September 9th. So imagine this. It's COVID. It's a 21-year-old by the name of William White. Super bright white teeth, surfy looking hair, big eyes, and it's COVID, and people are starved for content and isolated. And this cute guy is lip syncing, not very well, by the way, to 80s music. And middle-aged women lose their minds. So once he started posting those lip syncing videos to TikTok, he hardly expected to become an internet sensation overnight. So it sparked a thirst trap obsession with lovesick fans. And the line between real connection and online fantasy totally blurred as he gained millions of fans. What first seemed like innocent interactions with self-formed fan clubs for him turned into jealousy, blackmail, and betrayal by the fans who were determined to watch his every move online. Just to give you a window it, this is from Input magazine. So William White is from Canada. He was interviewed by the New York Times and later named People magazine's sexiest TikToker alive. In June 2021, the former landscaper signed with IMG Models and talent agency WME. Fans embraced the Cougar label and dubbed themselves Whitey Nation and the Love Army in the style of communities built around superstars like Harry Styles and Taylor Swift. And you're already like, wait, what? I'm sure you're probably Googling this kid now to see what he looks like. Quote, again, from Input magazine, I've seen women say they'd eat his snot when he had a cold, and even seen women say they'd lose the light in their lives if he left the internet. And this was according to a woman named Joanne, who was a 46-year-old former fan from Pennsylvania who trolled his followers in a bid to break them of what she felt was like a damaging obsession. Yeah. So Joanne, which by the way probably wasn't a real name, she had problems not only with the community, but with him, with William White himself. She felt like he was taking advantage of his fandom. If you send him a PayPal during his live and it's large enough, he'll thank you for it. There's some women who send 4 PayPals each live just to hear him say their name. So he's making easy money and he's making tons of it. And we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. So insiders like this person, quote unquote, Joanne, paint the picture of a fandom that overextended itself financially to fund his lifestyle, relying on him for his emotional stability, and even normalized stalking. So then the fandom had split into two factions, the positive side, which they believed he basically could do no wrong and threatened his critics, and then the troll side, which attacked obsessive fans. And then doxing and cyberbullying are the norm among his rabid followers, and whistleblowers charge that the man at the center of it all isn't doing anything about it so he can continue to profit. So, bonkers story, bonkers people, kind of right up our alley. For those of us that are like just perplexed by people's behaviors, and that's why we love watching these docs, right up your alley. Thirst Trap, Paramount Plus, Tuesday, September 9th.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. I'm soaking up the last bits of summer while feeling the pullback to routine. I've been enjoying going on a ton of hikes, and it's really important to stay hydrated. Liquid IV is easy and it's convenient. You just tear, pour, and enjoy. Just one stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. Staying hydrated is so important, especially in the heat, fueling up for sports, feeling yourself after a long trip or even a night out. Now, remember that delicious popsicle that you would get at a summer birthday party? Well, Liquid IV has captured that taste with the Orange Vanilla Dream Hydration Multiplier. It's going to remind you of that popsicle. That nostalgic vanilla flavor with notes of candied orange can help you feel hydrated better than water alone. Again, grab your water, tear, pour, and enjoy, and stay hydrated this summer. Visit liquidiv.com, and I want you to use the code Kate Casey at checkout for 20% off your first order. Again, visit liquidiv.com and use code Kate Casey at checkout for 20% off your first order.
The weather's cooling down and the days are getting shorter, which makes me want to make my space even cozier. And Wayfair is the place to go. And I'm going to tell you the greatest purchase we made from Wayfair, a trampoline for our backyard. Hayes is doing back handsprings at every chance, and the kids can burn off energy before tackling homework. As my trusted destination for all things home, Wayfair's got everything that you need to cozify your space this fall, from comfy chairs to warm bedding and autumn decor. And don't you think that your living room needs updated pillows and throw blankets? And what about some new furniture so you can invite the new neighbors over for a dinner party? And for those of you who work at home, you probably need some new lighting or maybe a new rug. My recommendation, a gorgeous framed photo for the wall. There's something for every style and every home, no matter your space or budget. Wayfair makes it easy to tackle your home goals with room ideas and curated collections. And it's free and easy delivery, even on the big stuff. No more huge delivery fees for furniture. And no need to shop at multiple stores. Furniture, decor, appliances, cookware, all in one place. So cozify your space with Wayfair's curated collection of easy, affordable fall updates. From comfy recliners to cozy bedding and autumn decor, find it all for way less at wayfair.com. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home.
Now, over on HBO, you can watch Seen and Heard, the History of Black Television. This is a journey through the history of Black representation on TV, showcasing how Black artists and creators both shaped and revolutionized the medium while confronting the systemic challenges that have often undermined their contributions. So we're talking from early on stereotypical portrayals to today's more authentic and complex narratives. The series highlights how Black television makers have not only survived but thrived, despite the industry's early reluctance to fully recognize their power and creativity. So that's over 2 nights, September 9th and September 10th at 9 o'clock, and it's on HBO. Becoming Thurgood, America's Social Architect, is on PBS on September 9th. Again, really great to watch if you're into historical pieces. It follows Justice Marshall's journey from his birth in Baltimore, Maryland in 1908 through his years at historically Black colleges and universities, HBCUs. So those schools include Lincoln University and Howard University School of Law. Howard University was right down the street from where I went to school. And his groundbreaking career as a lawyer championing civil rights and dismantling school segregation. So it's called Becoming Thurgood, America's Social Architect on PBS on September 9th at 10. Another one you're going to be talking about is called AKA Charlie Sheen. This one's on Netflix, September 10th. With 7 hard-fought years of sobriety behind him, Charlie Sheen, as you've never seen him, finally leaves it all on the table and revisits the very public peaks and valleys of his life with humor, heart, and jaw-dropping candor. So he was born Carlos Irwin Estevez in 1965. He's an American actor best known for his charismatic screen presence and turbulent off-screen persona. He's the son of Martin Sheen and rose to prominence in the 1980s with acclaimed roles in films including Platoon and Wall Street, where he showcased both intensity and range. He became one of Hollywood's most bankable stars in the 1990s and 2000s, transitioning successfully to TV with the sitcom Spin City and later 2.5 Men. His comedic timing and charm earned him both critical praise and one of the highest salaries in TV history, cementing his place as a pop culture icon. However, his career has been deeply marked by personal struggles. His battles with substance abuse, erratic behavior, and highly publicized feuds, especially his infamous falling out with 2.5 Men creator Chuck Lorre, overshadowed his professional accomplishments. And in 2011, his bizarre media appearances and catchphrases like winning and tiger blood turned him into a viral sensation, though they also reflected his personal turmoil. So later in 2015, he publicly revealed that he was HIV positive, reframing his story through the lens of resilience and advocacy. But despite his controversies, he remains a figure who embodies both the dizzying highs of Hollywood success, but also the sobering lows of fame, addiction, and public scrutiny. And if you've watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and you followed Denise Richards' story, and she was his ex, you will see the aftermath, the collateral damage of his wild, wild life. So make sure that you check that out. It's on September 10th. It is called AKA Charlie Sheen. Then, lastly, this one is an absolute must watch. It's called Lost in the Jungle. It's on National Geographic and then Hulu the day after. So you can watch it on Friday, September 12th on National Geographic and then Hulu the day after. This one I watched and it has stayed with me. After a deadly plane crash strands 4 young siblings deep within the Colombian rainforest, a dramatic rescue mission unfolds, uniting indigenous trackers and the military in a race against time. So this is an account of this incredible true story directly from the children themselves and the rescuers who scoured the Amazon rainforest for a grueling 40 days and nights to find them, and they did. It is an unthinkable, unimaginable story. And I interviewed the film team, and that is coming up this week in my episodes. So again, that is your list. So let me go through it. Love is Blind, Brazil, and France both debut on Netflix on September 10th. Cold Justice on September 13th on Oxygen. Thirst Trap is on Paramount Plus on September 9th, Tuesday. And then you are going to watch Seen and Heard, The History of Black TV on HBO, September 9th and 10th. Becoming Thurgood, America's Social Architect on PBS, September 9th. That's a good one for the kids to watch too. AKA Charlie Sheen, Netflix, September 10th. And then Lost in the Jungle, National Geographic, Friday, September 12th. So that is your full list. You can get it at katecasey.substack.com. I hope that you have a fantastic week. I've got great episodes for you this week. Make sure that you are subscribed to the podcast, that you leave a 5-star review, jump in the Facebook group, Reality Life with Kate Casey, and then also check out bonus episodes on Apple Podcast and Patreon. And lastly, follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at @KatecaseyCA, TikTok, it's Kate Casey, and Twitter, Threads, and Blue Sky at @KateCasey. Check back tomorrow for an all-new episode.
How hard is it to kill a planet? Maybe all it takes is a little drilling, some mining, and a whole lot of carbon pumped into the atmosphere. When you see what's left, it starts to look like a crime scene.
Are we really safe? Is our water safe? You destroyed our town.
And crimes like that, they don't just happen.
We call things accidents. There is no accident. This was 100% preventable.
They're the result of choices by people. Ruthless oil tycoons, corrupt politicians, even organized crime. These are the stories we need to be telling about our changing planet. Stories of scams, murders, and cover-ups that are about us, and the things we're doing to either protect the Earth or destroy it. Follow Lawless Planet on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to new episodes of Lawless Planet early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify.